I Visualize Riches, written and published by Audiobooks. See it in your mind, hold it in your hands. The art of visualization is often misunderstood and incorrectly taught by many self-proclaimed experts in the field of manifestation and wealth creation. While they emphasize the importance of seeing what you want, they rarely delve into the intricate mechanics that make visualization truly effective. The technique I'm about to share with you has been carefully guarded by those who understand its true power. True visualization begins not with the eyes, but with the heart. When most people attempt to visualize wealth, they make the critical mistake of trying to see money with their physical eyes closed. Instead, the secret lies in creating a wealth consciousness that emanates from your core being. This involves engaging what I call your inner eye, the part of your mind that dreams, creates, and builds new realities. Lesson 1: How to Visualize Wealth, the technique most gurus never share. The first component of effective wealth visualization is developing your sensory acuity. Rather than simply picturing dollar bills or a bank account statement, you must create a complete sensory experience. Feel the texture of the money between your fingers, smell the distinct scent of fresh currency, hear the sound of coins clinking or cards swiping, and most importantly, experience the emotions associated with financial abundance. The second crucial element is what I call timeline integration. Most visualization techniques fail because they place the desired outcome in some distant future. The expert technique involves experiencing your wealth in the present moment. When you visualize, you must convince your subconscious mind that you are already wealthy. This isn't about pretending or fooling yourself. It's about creating a new neural pattern that aligns with wealth. Here's where the technique diverges significantly from common teachings. You must visualize both the having and the becoming. Most people focus solely on having money, but they neglect to visualize themselves becoming the person who naturally attracts and maintains wealth. This involves seeing yourself making intelligent financial decisions, recognizing opportunities, and handling money with wisdom and responsibility. The technique requires you to create what I call a wealth avatar, a version of yourself that embodies all the qualities of a wealthy individual. This avatar isn't just rich in monetary terms. They possess the mindset, habits, and behaviors that naturally lead to wealth. When you visualize, you step into this avatar's shoes, seeing through their eyes, thinking their thoughts, and making their choices. Another rarely discussed aspect is the integration of movement in your visualization. Static images are less powerful than dynamic scenes. See yourself walking confidently into business meetings, shaking hands with influential people, signing important documents, and actively engaging in wealth-building activities. This movement creates a more realistic and compelling visual experience that your brain can more easily accept as real. The most closely guarded secret of visualization masters is the concept of reverse engineering emotions. Instead of trying to feel good about having money, you cultivate the emotional state that wealthy people experience naturally. This includes feelings of security, confidence, generosity, and abundance. These emotions should be present not just during your visualization sessions, but throughout your daily life. You must also incorporate what I call wealth symbols into your visualization practice. These are personal, meaningful representations of wealth that go beyond generic images of money. They might include specific experiences, achievements, or possessions that signify wealth to you personally. The more personal and meaningful these symbols are, the more powerful your visualization becomes. The final component of this expert technique is the integration of service and contribution. The most successful visualizations include seeing yourself using your wealth to make a positive impact. This creates a deeper level of motivation and aligns your wealth goals with a greater purpose, making the visualization more compelling to your subconscious mind. Remember, this technique requires consistent practice and refinement. It's not about perfect imagery. It's about creating a complete experience that transforms your relationship with wealth from the inside out. Each time you practice, your visualization becomes more detailed, more real, and more powerful in its ability to shape your financial reality. Lesson 2. Does visualizing money actually work? The scientific evidence? The question of whether visualization actually works has intrigued scientists, psychologists, and success coaches for decades. Today, we have substantial scientific evidence that demonstrates the powerful impact of visualization on achieving financial goals and creating wealth. Research conducted at Harvard University revealed that the brain cannot distinguish between a real memory and an imagined one. When participants were asked to visualize playing the piano, their brain scans showed activity in the same neural pathways as when they actually played the instrument. This finding has profound implications for wealth visualization, as it suggests that our brain treats visualized financial success as a real experience. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Research in Personality followed two groups of participants over a 15-year period. The group that regularly practiced detailed visualization of their financial goals achieved, on average, 40 higher net worth than the control group. The researchers attributed this success to increased goal clarity, enhanced motivation, and improved decision-making abilities developed through consistent visualization practice. Neuroscience has also unveiled the role of neuroplasticity in visualization. When we repeatedly visualize wealth and abundance, we create new neural pathways that support wealth, generating behaviors and thoughts. Dr. Michael Merzenich's research demonstrates that focused visualization exercises can physically reshape our brain structure within weeks, creating permanent changes in our thought patterns and behaviors related to money. The University of Chicago conducted a fascinating experiment with basketball players, dividing them into 3 groups. The first group practiced free throws physically, the second group only visualized making free throws, and the third did nothing. Surprisingly, the visualization group improved almost as much as the physical practice group, showing a 23 improvement compared to 24 for physical practice. This translates directly to financial success. Regular visualization of wealth-building activities strengthens our ability to execute them effectively in real life. Clinical psychologist Dr. Srini Pillai's research reveals that visualization activates the brain's reward center, releasing dopamine and creating a positive association with wealth-building activities. This chemical response makes us more likely to take action toward our financial goals and persist through challenges. His studies showed that participants who visualized their financial success for 10 minutes daily were 95 more likely to follow through on their wealth-building plans. The field of psychoneuroimmunology has discovered that visualization affects not only our brain, but our entire body. When we visualize financial abundance, our body produces less cortisol, the stress hormone, and more serotonin, the well-being hormone. This physiological state enables clearer thinking, better decision-making, and more effective wealth-building actions. A longitudinal study at Yale University tracked 1,000 professionals over 2 decades. Those who implemented regular visualization practices were 3 times more likely to achieve their financial goals than those who didn't. The study identified that visualization created what researchers called a success blueprint in the subconscious mind, automatically guiding behavior toward wealth, creating opportunities. Sports psychologists have long used visualization techniques with elite athletes, and these same principles apply to financial success. Dr. Alan Richardson's research showed that visualization activates the same muscles and neural patterns as physical action, creating muscle memory for success. In financial terms, this means visualization can train our brain to recognize and act on wealth-building opportunities automatically. Modern brain imaging technology has revealed that visualization exercises increase activity in the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for planning and decision-making. Regular practitioners of financial visualization show enhanced activity in this region, leading to improved financial planning abilities and better money management skills. This growing body of scientific evidence confirms what many successful people have known intuitively. Visualization is a powerful tool for creating wealth. The research shows that when we combine detailed mental imagery with emotional engagement and consistent practice, we create measurable changes in our brain structure, hormone levels, and behavior patterns that directly contribute to financial success. Lesson 3. The exact step-by-step process to visualize your manifestations. Creating a successful visualization practice requires more than just closing your eyes and thinking about money. It demands a structured approach that combines the right environment, timing, and mental state to maximize your manifestation potential. Let's explore the exact process that will transform your visualization practice into a powerful wealth-attracting ritual. Your visualization sanctuary plays a crucial role in the effectiveness of your practice. Choose a quiet space where you won't be disturbed, preferably a dedicated corner of your home that you can associate with your wealth-building journey. This space should be clean, organized, and free from distractions. Some practitioners find it helpful to incorporate meaningful objects that represent wealth, such as a special crystal, a vision board, or even a simple plant symbolizing growth. The optimal time for visualization is during the alpha state of consciousness, which occurs naturally when you first wake up in the morning or just before falling asleep at night. During these periods, your mind is most receptive to new programming and imagery. Begin by taking 3 deep breaths, focusing on releasing any tension or stress with each exhale. This simple breathing exercise helps transition your mind from its usual busy state to a more focused and receptive condition. Start your visualization by creating a crystal-clear mental image of your desired financial status. See yourself checking your bank account and notice the specific amount displayed. Experience the sensation of holding your preferred currency in your hands, feeling its texture and weight. Imagine the sound of counting money or the notification ping of a successful investment return. The more sensory details you can incorporate, the more real and compelling your visualization becomes. Your daily visualization routine should follow a specific sequence. First, ground yourself in gratitude for your current financial situation, acknowledging every resource you already possess. Then, progress to your wealth visualization, starting with smaller, believable amounts and gradually increasing them as your confidence grows. This progressive approach helps overcome any subconscious resistance to larger sums of money. Incorporate movement and physical gestures into your practice. As you visualize wealth flowing into your life, make sweeping motions with your hands as if drawing abundance toward you. This physical component helps anchor your visualizations in your body's memory and creates a stronger neural connection between your thoughts and desired outcomes. To enhance the effectiveness of your visualization practice, maintain a manifestation journal. After each session, record the details of your visualization, including the emotions you experienced and any insights or ideas that emerged. This journaling process helps solidify your intentions and provides a record of your progress over time. One often overlooked aspect of successful visualization is the integration of action plans. As you conclude each visualization session, identify one specific action you can take that day to move closer to your financial goals. This might be researching investment opportunities, updating your budget, or reaching out to potential business contacts. The combination of visualization and aligned action creates a powerful momentum toward your desired outcomes. Regular practice is essential for building your visualization strength. Think of it like developing a muscle. Consistent, focused exercise yields the best results. Aim for 2 dedicated sessions daily, each lasting between 10-15 minutes. This commitment level allows enough time for deep engagement while remaining practical for busy schedules. Monitor your progress by tracking both your visualization practice and real-world financial changes. Notice how your ability to maintain clear, detailed images improves over time. Pay attention to synchronicities and opportunities that align with your visualized outcome. This awareness helps reinforce the connection between your mental practice and physical results. Visualization is a skill that improves with practice. Each session builds upon the previous one, creating stronger neural pathways and more vivid mental imagery. By following this structured approach and maintaining consistency in your practice, you're programming your mind for wealth attraction and setting the foundation for significant financial transformation. Lesson 4. Why some people can visualize everything and how you can too. Have you ever wondered why some people can effortlessly create vivid mental images, while others struggle to picture even simple objects? The ability to visualize isn't a magical gift bestowed upon a select few. It's a skill that can be developed and strengthened like any other mental faculty. Natural visualizers, those who seem to have an innate ability to create crystal-clear mental images, often develop this skill during childhood through extensive imagination play, reading, or artistic activities. However, this doesn't mean that learned visualizers can't achieve the same level of clarity and control. The key lies in understanding that visualization is a muscle that grows stronger with consistent exercise and proper technique. The human brain is remarkably adaptable, and research has shown that regular visualization practice can actually change its neural pathways. When you begin training your visualization abilities, you might find yourself frustrated by fuzzy or fleeting images. This is completely normal and comparable to the early stages of learning any new skill. Just as a beginner pianist must practice scales before playing complex compositions, visualization mastery requires patience and progressive training. One effective approach to developing visualization skills is to start with familiar objects. Choose something you interact with daily, perhaps your morning coffee cup or your car keys. Spend a few minutes examining the object in detail, noting its color, texture, weight, and any distinctive features. Close your eyes and attempt to recreate the object in your mind. Don't be discouraged if the image isn't perfect. Focus instead on gradually building more detail into your mental picture. Many people encounter visualization blocks due to self-imposed limitations or misconceptions about what visualization should feel like. They expect their mental images to be as clear as photographs or as stable as movie scenes. In reality, visualization can involve fleeting images, feelings, or even abstract sensations. The key is to work with whatever form of mental imagery comes naturally to you and gradually enhance its clarity and stability. Progressive visualization exercises can help overcome these blocks. Begin with simple shapes like circles or squares, then advance to more complex objects. Practice visualizing different colors, starting with primary colors and moving towards subtle shades. Experiment with size and distance, imagining objects both close up and far away. Each successful visualization builds confidence and strengthens your ability to create and maintain mental images. Movement and action can also enhance visualization abilities. Try imagining simple actions like a bouncing ball or flowing water before progressing to more complex scenarios. This dynamic approach helps develop the fluidity of your mental images and makes them more engaging and memorable. The role of emotional engagement in visualization cannot be understated. When you incorporate feelings and sensations into your mental images, they become more vivid and lasting. Practice associating emotions with your visualizations. The excitement of achieving a goal, the satisfaction of success, or the joy of abundance. These emotional anchors help cement the images in your mind and make them more powerful tools for manifestation. Consistency is crucial in developing visualization skills. Set aside dedicated time each day for practice, even if it's just a few minutes. Create a comfortable environment free from distractions where you can focus entirely on your mental exercises. With regular practice, you'll notice your visualization abilities becoming stronger and more reliable. Everyone's visualization journey is unique. Some people may experience rapid improvement, while others might progress more gradually. The important thing is to maintain regular practice and approach the process with patience and curiosity. As your visualization skills develop, you'll find yourself better equipped to create and maintain the mental images necessary for manifesting wealth and success in your life. Your natural ability to visualize is waiting to be unlocked. Through consistent practice, progressive exercises, and emotional engagement, You can develop the same powerful visualization abilities as those who seem naturally gifted. The path to mastery is open to everyone willing to invest time and effort in developing this transformative skill. Lesson 5. Whatever the mind can conceive, the true power behind this famous quote. Napoleon Hill's famous quote, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve," has become somewhat of a cliché in personal development circles. However, the profound truth behind these words holds the key to understanding how visualization actually transforms our reality. When Hill interviewed the most successful people of his time, he discovered they all shared one common trait. They could vividly imagine their desired outcomes before achieving them. The human mind doesn't effectively distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and real ones. When you deeply conceive an idea, your brain begins creating neural pathways as if that experience were actually happening. This is why professional athletes who mentally rehearse their performances show almost identical brain activity patterns to when they physically perform. The same principle applies to wealth creation. When you truly conceive wealth in your mind, you're not just daydreaming, you're literally rewiring your brain for success. Each time you visualize yourself making smart financial decisions, closing important deals, or experiencing abundance, your brain strengthens the neural connections associated with those experiences. This neurological phenomenon explains why a mere act of conception is so powerful. The belief component that Hill mentions is equally crucial. When you can conceive and thoroughly believe in your financial success, you naturally begin to notice opportunities that align with your vision. Your reticular activating system, RAS, the part of your brain that filters information, becomes programmed to seek out possibilities that support your conceived reality. It's like buying a new car and suddenly seeing that same model everywhere. The opportunities were always there, but now your mind is tuned to notice them. The achievement part of Hill's quote is where most people struggle. They might conceive of wealth and even believe it's possible, but they fail to understand that conception and belief must be followed by aligned action. Your brain, once properly programmed through visualization, will begin generating ideas and impulses that guide you toward your conceived reality. These subtle nudges often appear as intuitive hunches or sudden inspirations. Following these prompts is essential for turning your mental conception into physical reality. Creating powerful conceptions requires more than casual thinking about wealth. You must engage in detailed, specific visualization that encompasses not just the end result, but the entire journey. Instead of simply imagining yourself with money, conceive of the specific business you'll build, the value you'll provide, the people you'll serve, and the steps you'll take to get there. This level of detailed conception creates a complete mental blueprint that your brain can work with. The power of conception extends beyond mere planning. When you thoroughly conceive an idea, you begin to embody the identity of someone who has already achieved it. This identity shift is crucial because it naturally alters your behavior, decisions, and actions to align with your conceived reality. You start thinking, speaking, and acting like the wealthy person you've conceived in your mind, making it increasingly likely that you'll achieve similar results. To harness the full power of conception, you must maintain unwavering focus on your vision while remaining flexible about the path to achievement. Your conceived outcome should be clear and constant, but the methods of attaining it may evolve as opportunities present themselves. This balance between fixed vision and flexible execution allows you to adapt while staying true to your ultimate conception. The famous quote's true power lies in its completeness as a formula. Conception creates the vision, belief enables the possibility, and achievement follows through aligned action. By understanding and applying this principle in its entirety, you transform visualization from a passive exercise into a dynamic force for creating wealth. Each element builds upon the others, forming a complete system for turning mental images into physical reality. Lesson 6. How long should you visualize money each day for results? The question of how long to visualize money each day is one that frequently emerges among practitioners of visualization techniques. While many sources suggest arbitrary time frames, the truth is that effectiveness in visualization isn't solely determined by the minutes or hours spent in practice. Instead, it's the quality and intensity of your visualization sessions that truly matter. From extensive research and personal experience, the sweet spot for most people falls between 10 to 15 minutes of focused visualization, twice daily. This duration allows for deep immersion without mental fatigue. The morning session programs your mind for abundance throughout the day, while the evening session reinforces those positive images and allows your subconscious to work on manifestation while you sleep. However, these sessions must be completely focused and undistracted. A full hour of scattered, unfocused visualization is far less effective than 5 minutes of intense, clear, and emotionally charged mental imagery. Think of it like working out. It's not about how long you're in the gym, but how effectively you use that time. The concept of visualization momentum plays a crucial role in determining the optimal duration. This momentum builds as you maintain consistent practice over time. When first starting, you might find it challenging to maintain clear mental images for more than a few minutes. This is perfectly normal. Begin with 3 to 5 minutes of focused practice and gradually increase the duration as your visualization muscles strengthen. Your brain requires time to adapt to this new practice. Just as physical exercise becomes easier with regular training, your ability to maintain vivid mental images improves with consistent practice. The key is to establish a routine that you can sustain long-term rather than attempting marathon sessions that burn you out quickly. The timing of your visualization sessions is equally important as their duration. Morning practices are particularly powerful because your brain is still in a theta wave state, making it more receptive to programming. Evening sessions benefit from the day's emotional experiences and can incorporate actual events into your wealth visualization scenario. Beyond dedicated visualization sessions, incorporating micro-visualizations throughout your day can significantly enhance your results. These are brief, 30-second to 1-minute moments where you quickly tune into your wealth vision. These can be triggered by specific events, like checking your bank account or receiving money, and serve to reinforce your primary visualization practice. The effectiveness of your visualization practice should be measured by the clarity of your mental images, the strength of your emotional connection to the outcome, and your ability to maintain focus throughout the session. If you find your mind wandering after 8 minutes, it's better to end the session there than to force yourself to continue with diminished quality. Your body will often signal when you've reached the optimal duration for your practice. A sense of completion, a natural opening of your eyes, or a shift in your energy can indicate that you've absorbed the maximum benefit from that session. Learning to recognize and respect these signals is part of developing an effective visualization practice. Visualization is a tool for programming your subconscious mind and aligning your actions with your wealth goals. The time spent in visualization should feel energizing and inspiring, not draining or obligatory. If you find yourself watching the clock or treating it as a chore, it's time to adjust either the duration or your approach to the practice. As your visualization skills improve and your wealth consciousness expands, you may naturally find yourself extending the duration of your sessions. This organic growth is preferable to artificially forcing longer sessions before you're ready. Trust your intuition and pay attention to the results you're generating to find your personal optimal duration for wealth visualization. Lesson 7. The biggest visualization mistakes that block your wealth. As you embark on your visualization journey toward wealth creation, it's crucial to understand and avoid the common pitfalls that prevent many practitioners from achieving their desired results. One of the most prevalent mistakes is visualizing from a place of lack rather than abundance. When people focus on their current financial struggles while attempting to visualize wealth, they inadvertently reinforce those negative patterns in their subconscious mind. Another significant error is creating vague or inconsistent visual representations of wealth. Many practitioners simply imagine a large sum of money without specific details or context. This approach lacks the emotional connection and clarity needed for effective manifestation. Your visualization needs to be precise, including details about how you earned the money, where it's stored, and how you're using it. The tendency to doubt or question the visualization process during practice is a substantial barrier to success. When practitioners constantly interrupt their visualization sessions with thoughts like, "Is this really working?" or "This feels silly," they create resistance that blocks the manifestation process. The key is to maintain unwavering faith and conviction during your practice sessions. Emotional disconnection represents another significant obstacle. Some practitioners focus solely on the visual aspects while ignoring the emotional component of wealth visualization. True manifestation requires you to feel the emotions associated with having wealth, the security, freedom, and joy it brings. Without this emotional engagement, visualizations remain superficial and ineffective. Many people make the mistake of visualizing outcomes that feel unrealistic or misaligned with their current belief system. While it's important to dream big, your visualizations should progress naturally from your present situation. Starting with massive, unrealistic jumps often triggers internal resistance and skepticism that sabotages the process. Inconsistency in practice is a common downfall. Some practitioners engage in visualization sporadically or only when they feel motivated. This irregular approach fails to create the neural pathways necessary for lasting change. Visualization requires dedicated, consistent practice to reshape your subconscious beliefs about wealth. Another overlooked mistake is failing to take inspired action after visualization sessions. Some practitioners believe that visualization alone will manifest their desires, leading to passive waiting rather than active participation in wealth creation. Effective visualization should inspire and guide you toward practical steps that align with your financial goals. The habit of comparing your visualization progress with others can significantly impede your success. Each person's journey is unique, and measuring your results against someone else's timeline or manifestations creates unnecessary pressure and doubt. Focus on your personal growth and progress instead. Many practitioners also fall into the trap of trying to control exactly how their wealth will manifest. This rigid approach blocks alternative opportunities and possibilities that might lead to their desired outcome. Effective visualization requires a balance between clear intention and openness to unexpected paths to wealth. Neglecting to address limiting beliefs and negative self-talk outside of visualization sessions can undermine your practice. These subconscious patterns continue to influence your reality even when you're not actively visualizing. It's essential to work on transforming these beliefs throughout your daily life, not just during dedicated practice time. By recognizing and consciously avoiding these common mistakes, you can significantly enhance the effectiveness of your wealth visualization practice. Visualization is a skill that improves with awareness and refinement. Each time you identify and correct these errors in your practice, you move closer to manifesting your desired financial reality. The path to successful visualization requires patience, self-awareness, and a willingness to adjust your approach as needed. Lesson 8, 3 Visualization Technique. See, feel, and become rich. Traditional visualization often falls short because it relies solely on mental imagery. The transformative power of visualization comes from engaging all your senses and emotions in what I call the 3 visualization technique. This approach creates a complete sensory experience that programs your subconscious mind for wealth attraction. When you practice 3 visualization, start by creating a vivid mental picture of your desired wealthy state. See yourself in crystal clear detail, your confident posture, successful appearance, and prosperous surroundings. Notice the quality of your clothes, the elegant watch on your wrist, or the keys to your dream car in your hand. Make the images so real that you could reach out and touch them. Now, layer in the physical sensations. Feel the weight of that watch on your wrist, the smooth leather of your car's steering wheel, or the crisp bills passing through your fingers as you count your money. Experience the temperature of the room in your beach house, the texture of the sand beneath your feet, or the gentle ocean breeze on your skin. These tactile elements make your visualization more concrete and believable to your nervous system. The emotional component is where real transformation occurs. Allow yourself to feel the deep satisfaction of financial freedom, the joy of helping others with your wealth, and the peace of mind that comes with abundance. Experience the pride of achievement, the excitement of new opportunities, and the confidence of being a wealthy individual. These emotions create powerful neural associations that attract similar experiences in your physical reality. The final dimension of 3D visualization involves becoming the wealthy version of yourself. This means adopting the mindset, behaviors, and identity of your prosperous future self. How does this wealthy version of you think? What decisions do they make? How do they carry themselves? Begin embodying these qualities during your visualization sessions and gradually in your daily life. Create specific scenarios that engage all these elements simultaneously. For instance, visualize walking into a high-end store, feeling completely at ease as you select items without checking price tags. Feel the confidence in your stride, the quality of the products in your hands, and the natural way you interact with staff and other customers. Experience the joy and gratitude of being able to purchase whatever you desire. Physical anchoring helps cement these experiences in your nervous system. During visualization, use specific gestures or touches that you can replicate in daily life to instantly recall the wealthy state. This might be touching your wrist, where your luxury watch sits in your visualization, or maintaining the posture of your successful self. These anchors bridge the gap between your visualization practice and physical reality. The power of 3D visualization lies in its ability to create new neural pathways that support wealth consciousness. When you repeatedly engage all your senses and emotions while visualizing wealth, you're essentially rehearsing success at the deepest level of your being. Your brain begins to accept this new reality as normal, and your actions naturally align with this wealthy identity. Practice this technique with full engagement and patience. Many people rush through visualization or treat it as a mental exercise only. Take time to build each sensory layer, fully experience the emotions, and embody your wealthy identity. The more real you make it in your mind, the more powerful the results will be in your physical reality. 3D visualization is not about escaping reality, but about programming your mind and nervous system for greater success. By creating such vivid multisensory experiences in your imagination, you're laying the groundwork for their manifestation in the physical world. Your brain doesn't distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and real ones, so make your visualizations as rich and detailed as possible. Lesson 9. Why most visualizations fail and how to make yours work. After working with thousands of students and analyzing countless visualization attempts, I've discovered that visualization failures often stem from subtle yet significant issues that many practitioners overlook. Understanding these core problems and their solutions can transform an ineffective practice into a powerful manifestation tool. The most common reason visualizations fail is the disconnect between the mental image and genuine emotional engagement. Many people treat visualization as a mere mental exercise, similar to daydreaming, without anchoring their visions in authentic emotional experiences. When you visualize wealth, it's essential to feel the genuine excitement, confidence, and peace that having that wealth would bring. Without this emotional component, your visualizations lack the power to influence your subconscious mind and inspire action. Another critical factor in visualization failure is inconsistency in practice. Many practitioners start with enthusiasm but quickly abandon their practice when immediate results don't materialize. Successful visualization requires the same dedication as building any other skill. The neural pathways that support your wealth consciousness need regular reinforcement to become permanent. This means maintaining your practice even when you don't feel motivated or when external circumstances seem challenging. Many people also fail because they visualize outcomes without incorporating the journey. While seeing yourself as wealthy is important, visualizing the steps, actions, and decisions that lead to wealth is equally crucial. This includes seeing yourself making wise financial choices, recognizing opportunities, and taking calculated risks. The brain needs a roadmap, not just a destination, to create meaningful change. Doubt and skepticism during visualization sessions can also sabotage results. When you visualize wealth while simultaneously harboring thoughts like this, probably won't work, or I'm not sure I deserve this, you create internal conflict that prevents your visualization from taking root. Your conscious and subconscious minds must align for visualization to be effective. Lack of specificity is another common pitfall. Vague visualizations like "I want to be rich" or "I want more money" don't provide your mind with clear targets to work toward. Successful visualization requires detailed scenarios that include specific amounts, timeframes, and circumstances. The more precise your visualization, the more effectively your mind can work toward manifesting it. To make your visualizations work, start by creating a detailed mental movie of your desired financial situation. Include specific numbers in your bank accounts, the exact properties you own, the businesses you run, or the investments you've made. Add sensory details, the feel of your office chair, the view from your workspace, the sounds of your successful environment. Incorporate progressive visualization techniques where you see yourself taking small steps toward your financial goals. Visualize yourself making smart money decisions today, next week, and next month. See yourself growing in financial wisdom and confidence over time. This creates a more realistic and achievable path to your ultimate vision. Maintain consistency in your practice by setting specific times for visualization and treating these sessions as non-negotiable appointments with your future self. Create a supportive environment for your practice, free from distractions and conducive to deep focus. Use physical anchors like vision boards or written goals to reinforce your visualizations throughout the day. Work on developing unwavering belief in your visualizations by studying success stories, understanding the science behind visualization, and documenting your own progress. Each small win strengthens your belief and makes your visualizations more powerful. Doubt is natural, but it shouldn't be allowed to dominate your visualization sessions. Monitor your emotional state during visualization and actively work to enhance positive feelings associated with your financial goals. If you notice resistance or negative emotions, address them directly through additional visualization work focused on building confidence and worthiness. Your emotional state is the fuel that powers your visualizations, so maintaining positive, abundant feelings is crucial for success. Lesson 10. The Millionaire Visualization Method That Changed My Life. After years of struggling with traditional visualization methods, I discovered a powerful approach that transformed my financial reality. This method, which I call the immersive identity integration, goes beyond simple mental imagery and helped me manifest significant wealth in my life. The method began one morning when I realized that merely picturing money wasn't enough. I needed to become the person who naturally attracted wealth. I started by creating a detailed morning ritual where I would sit in my favorite chair, close my eyes, and transport myself into the future version of myself who had already achieved financial abundance. In this visualization, I wasn't just seeing myself wealthy. I was experiencing every aspect of my wealthy self. I felt the confidence in my walk, the certainty in my decisions, and the peace that came with financial security. I noticed how I spoke differently, carried myself with more authority, and approached opportunities with unwavering belief in my abilities. The key difference in this method was the incorporation of what I call wealth behavior patterns. Instead of focusing solely on the end result, I visualized myself making the daily decisions that wealthy people make. I saw myself investing wisely, networking with influential people, and creating value for others. I experienced the sensation of reading financial statements, showing growing assets, felt the weight of the premium credit cards in my wallet, and heard the conversations I had with my financial advisors. Each visualization session lasted exactly 24 minutes, a number I chose because it represented the 24 hours of abundance I wanted to create in my day. During these sessions, I would literally script out and experience an entire day in my wealthy life, from the moment I woke up in my dream home to the impactful business decisions I made throughout the day. A crucial element of this method was what I call emotional anchoring. For each aspect of wealth I visualized, I created a specific emotional connection. When I pictured my investment portfolio growing, I linked it to the feeling of security I wanted to provide for my family. When I visualized my business expanding, I connected it to the satisfaction of creating jobs and opportunities for others. The physical component of this visualization method was equally important. I would assume the posture of success during these sessions, sitting straight, breathing deeply, and wearing clothes that represented my future wealthy self. I even created a specific scent environment using a particular essential oil blend that I now associate with wealth and success. One unique aspect of my method was the integration of wealth affirmation breathing. With each breath, I would inhale prosperity and exhale scarcity. This breathing pattern became a trigger that I could use throughout the day to instantly access my wealthy mindset, even in challenging situations. The results of this visualization method began manifesting within months. Business opportunities that previously seemed out of reach started appearing. My decision-making became sharper, and I found myself naturally attracting wealthy and successful people into my circle. My income began to grow, and more importantly, my relationship with money transformed completely. The most powerful part of this method was its compound effect. Each successful visualization session built upon the previous one, creating an increasingly detailed and believable wealthy reality in my mind. This mental foundation made it easier to recognize and act upon opportunities that aligned with my visualized future. What truly sets this method apart is its focus on complete identity transformation rather than just material acquisition. Through this practice, I didn't just attract wealth. I became someone who naturally created and maintained wealth. The visualization wasn't just about having money, it was about embodying the qualities, habits, and mindset of a wealthy person. Today, this visualization method remains a cornerstone of my daily routine, even after achieving significant financial success. It continues to evolve and expand as my wealth consciousness grows, proving that visualization isn't just a tool for manifesting initial wealth. It's a crucial practice for maintaining and expanding prosperity throughout life.